Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out my October budget for my household budget. So we're going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another video. So we are going to first start by actually going to my transactions because I have one more transaction for the month of October, and that was the last paycheck of the month from my husband's account. Now, this is just what automatically goes his into the account since we bought the house. And so like it's never changed. Any additional money that like he just like zells me the money, y'all, and I just put it into the account. Okay. So that was the last amount, that 450. So we are gonna go back up here to the bills and let's get into everything, okay? So first things first is we had our mortgage. We expected to pay 2308.34, and that was what we did. For our gas, we do have natural gas for our tankless water heater and our stove and oven, and I budget $50. We ended up paying $35.23. Daycare was budgeted at $10.40, and that is what we did. Utilities, we budgeted $146, and that's for our water, trash, sewage, and our exorbitant tax fees. That came out to $290.31, y'all, and that was because we have a decent sized backyard, and my husband was trying to water the grass every single day, even though we were in a drought, to get the grass to absorb the fertilizer that he put out there. And y'all, even when it had been raining outside, the sprinklers were still going on. I was so upset, y'all. So our water bill was extremely high. I don't think we have never seen a water bill this high. So I've already seen our water bill for next month, and it's definitely come down. So that was that. Our electricity was at 127 this month, or the bills for the utilities and the electric are a month behind. So this is what happened in September, not October. Came down to 210. It started cooling down a little bit more in September. So our electricity bill has come down, and it's looking even better for November. Next is going to be internet. That's the same at 8509. YouTube TV at 9503. And then our ADT security is at 5514. So our total bills came out, they were projected at 3906.60. We spent 4119.80. Okay. Next is going to be our expenses. We budgeted, I think it was $720. We ended up putting 300 to groceries, 200 to gas, 385 to households. Personal got 120 and spending got 31. Nothing went to unbudget. So that came out to 1036.60. Next is going to be our debt, which was Discover. I projected to pay $100. I actually put nothing to that account. And that is because we are technically short about $200 from my husband. This month has been a bit of an odd month for him because he technically hadn't truly worked for 2 weeks since he went to school for his job those 2 weeks. So he got like a super like base like income. So we're a little bit behind in income for October. Hopefully we'll be able to match that next month, although I budgeted like our base for our household. So I did not do anything towards Discover, although a lot of I don't have a minimum payment because I made other payments and things like that toward the card. So we're still okay. Um, Next is going to be let's actually look at the savings. So for savings, I broke down my savings by like, what would I want to say that? By like like categories, and then under those categories have like subcategories. So we have entertainment. I'm gonna try and remember this, y'all, because I did not write them down, but entertainment consists of like fun, vacation, holidays, Christmas, and I projected to put $20 in there. I ended up putting $57 in there. Transportation consists of car insurance and car maintenance. I budgeted 40. I actually put in 70. Health is just health and budgeted 15. I put in 55. I'm glad that I did that, y'all, because we wiped that out for the month for health. Next was home maintenance. Home maintenance consists of like home maintenance and then our HOA. I budgeted that I was going to put $10 in there. I ended up doing 110. And I just want to say that I know these numbers are low because my goal is to live within about $4,500 a month, because maybe sometime in the future I may not be working, and I want to make sure that the money that my husband is making, if he had to fully cover everything, he could still cover it. I think $4,500 is pretty decent because we would definitely take a reduction in daycare, and our mortgage for sure would not be that high. So I'm just seeing and watching ourselves grow based off of this number and take down everything else like around us. Um, and then, so that's kind of why these numbers are so low. And then if I make extra money in my personal like paycheck, then I add money on to our household for savings. So next is going to be personal, and personal is like baby girl and clothes. I budgeted 10. I ended up putting in 20. Miscellaneous is like all the other random sinking funds we have, like taxes, moving, weather, and all that kind of stuff. I budgeted 5, I put in 15. And then lastly, savings is our future savings, our emergency fund and rainy day funds. I expected to put 25. I actually ended up only putting 10. So altogether, we ended up putting $337 versus the 125 that we expected to do. Now we are lastly going to go over to our income, and we budgeted 6350, and that was because I budgeted 1850 of rollover money, and $4,500 for our paycheck. I am trying to build our buffer. So, you guys, if you are new to my channel, go and check out my playlist, because on there, you will be able to see like our sinking funds and our emergency fund. This is like my second or third time saving our emergency fund. This time I'm being more disciplined. I'm taking more time in building that up. But what's most important to me is us getting actually like a good month ahead in our bills, so that we can actually cash out and do everything we need to with actual cash, instead of like using credit cards and then sometimes like going back and forth, but to have the money in there so we're not waiting to get paid to pay for stuff. So this is kind of my goal, is to build that up and then focus on the emergency fund, because the emergency fund is for emergencies. A lot of those times that emergency is like job loss. So we ended up having $4,300. So, like I said, we were short $200. Rollover ended up being 1901.11, and then the bonus was actually $598. That bonus pretty much was just the extra money that I put towards our household savings. So, and expenses. So we budgeted 6350, ended up at 67.99.11. Yes, the income was still great, but we still needed that extra $200 because we did not pay for Discover, and my rollover going into next month is $200 smaller. So definitely we need to talk to my husband so we can make sure that we're staying where we need to. So our overall budget overview looks as such. So we budgeted all of this money, and we were projecting to have a 1498.40 rollover. Our actual ended up bringing us to 1306.31, and this actually matches what is in our household checking account for the month. And so as you guys can see here, we spent $5,492.80 between our bills, expenses, saving money, and debt that wasn't actually paid, and then no investments right now. And then you guys just get to see what we planned versus like our bills and everything like that, and then our income. So, based on all of the money for income, 63% of that was just from like budgeted paycheck amount. Rollover accounted for about 28%, and then bonus, which is additional money, is 8.8%. So that's not bad, almost 10%, which is actually really good when I think about the money that I actually made for my personal income. So this is it, y'all. This is what we're going to be rolling over to next month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually really like this because this was like really concise for me and I was able to explain everything. So let me guys know if you guys like this budget recap of everything and if it was easy for you guys to understand and follow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will